Moved into in the hunt status, though, Brew, during your game graphics. NFL number crunchers have them at 3%.
3%.
Well, it's not dead. Brew, what chances are you giving the Cowboys to make the playoffs? A little bit of a switch on the grade format here.
Dusty, the video.
What? Okay.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Let me be quick. 0%.
Wow.
All right, and can we look? First of all, Micah Parsons came out and said we coming. I want to salute Micah for that. All right. First of all, he's balling out. He got 3.5 sacks, 3 tackles for loss in the last 2 games. He had like 3 sacks in his first 6, so he's bringing it. And if he's a leader on that team, Greg, I want my leader to say that. Right? I want everybody in the locker room to hear that Micah hasn't quit. I'm with that. But can we slow down? They beat the Giants with Drew Lock at quarterback.
Hey, Drew Lock's all right.
I mean, come on. Really? And now we talking playoffs? There's one spot open. You know that.
Okay.
Nick, there's one spot left. You're going to have Philadelphia, the winner of the NFC West and the winner of the NFC South, and then 3 from the North,
Correct.
right? Green Bay, Detroit, and Minnesota. So you got one spot left. Mathematically, it's possible, but again, they got Cincinnati. Maybe Cincinnati's just going to totally be like, man, our season's over, and they throw
But
in the towel.
Washington does already have 8 wins.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's just going to be so hard at best they can go 10-7, the Cowboys. And I think they'll probably, if they win 2 out of their last, let's say they win 3 out of their last 5, that's still.
You know, that would put them at 8 wins, which
right.
Washington
So
already has.
I'm with you, bro. They're not
and they
making
got a
the
backup
playoffs.
quarterback.
However,
I know you like it.
However,
Well, that takes aging well. The backup
Is it?
Cooper Rush.
I'm telling you.
Is it?
I mean, I don't know.
2-2,
3-5.
3-5, Dak. I mean, now we're
Your
talking
quarterback wins,
playoffs.
Yeah. He doesn't mock you as much anymore
Go
about
ahead
the
and
Cooper
say
Rush,
it.
Dak Prescott.
Is he better than that?
He never said he's better.
I'm
He
just
said they
asking.
get
Like
the same production.
you're implying.
I never said that. But right now, I mean, they have a chance because of the way Cooper Rush is playing right now. No, the Dallas Cowboys, they're not making the playoffs. You just laid it all out. Like there's too much that has to happen outside of that locker room. And when you start depending on other teams this early in the season, it's over.
And so I agree with you guys entirely. I didn't think you were going to go 0%, but I went 0%. But I do want to give a silver lining here. One is they finally didn't get dog walked at home. So, you know what I mean? That was a storyline. They stopped bleeding there. The other one is they needed the best player on their franchise at some point this season to remind America that he is that. And Micah, if we show you the Cowboys defense with them without Micah this year, even after a slow start by him, if you just look at those top numbers are not great either way. But opponent third down percentage, 32. Opponent passer rating, 83. Opponent touchdown interception ratio, 8-9 versus 9-0 and a 126 rating in the games without him. So that to me is the one silver lining that Micah, if you guys care about the pass rush win rate stat that ESPN created, he's back up to 3rd in the league. He's won that, I think, every year of his career has had the highest. So that's a silver lining. What sucks for the Cowboys is, if they were 6-6 right now, they would be alive.
They would.
But Brew's point of they literally have to win out, and they're not going to win out.
Okay. Dallas Cowboys fans, we hate on Jerry Jones a lot. Everyone makes fun of him and rips him and all of that. And rightfully so. But this clip right here is actually why you have to give Jerry Jones a tremendous amount of credit. It is why your team, your franchise, the team that you love, is so popular and talked about so much. Because think of this, the Cowboys have no chance. They have no chance. And we're out here having segments on one of the most popular sports shows, prime time, ready to go. And we're having conversations, can the Dallas Cowboys make the playoffs? We're looking at stats with Micah. Like, any of this matters this year. It's actually remarkable. Are they doing this about the Raiders? About the Jacksonville Jaguars? The Panthers? The New York Giants? If this was the Washington Commanders or the Washington Commanders. I mean, heck, the Washington Commanders won They are the playoff spot. No segment about them. None. Zero. No one's talking about the Texans, the Seattle Seahawks, but they're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. It's remarkable. It actually is truly remarkable. And I pointed this out before, but this is remarkable. And the Dallas Cowboys are hilarious. They win the game against the Giants in one of the worst games. It's such a dumb, ugly, bizarre game. And yeah, Micah saying we coming, and they're eating, turkey legs. I mean, it's just the funniest thing ever. Honestly, it made my Thanksgiving. I had just got to my destination when that game started, and I was barely watching it because I'll be honest. I was watching it, but I was in and out of it because I'm playing with little nieces and nephews and family and stuff like that. And it's just hilarious that this team is 5-7. They technically, right, mathematically have a 3% chance to win, to get into the playoffs. Most sane people would say 0 chance. And yet, we're having a whole segment about it. And that's just because of how popular you are. That's because of how much of a massive fan base you have. How valuable you are to shows like this. And that's Jerry Jones. Because we can't say it's just winning. Because you can make the argument, oh, well, you know what? If Jerry Jones was better and they won, then they would still be this popular. No, because look at the Patriots. And, I'm really confident that the Kansas City Chiefs, after Patrick Mahomes, unless they get really lucky and are able to draft another quarterback, right? The Kansas City Chiefs obviously won a bunch of Super Bowls, especially within the last, actual 10 years, unlike the Dallas Cowboys. Patrick Mahomes is off the team and Andy Reid moves on, whatever. And it's just, a new team. And they're going 5-7. Outside of Nick Wright trying to push the segment, we're not talking about it. Because again, who's talking about the Patriots? No one. And the Patriots won Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl. Dallas Cowboys haven't done anything in 30 years. Have all different quarterbacks, all different coaches. And yet here we are. Having a legit roundtable discussion. Treating it like actual, a serious topic of well, look at what Micah's been doing versus look what the Cowboys have been with Micah versus without Micah. With the chances they can make the playoffs, that's a real talking point. That's a real conversation. And it's not. So again, I'm actually, this might sound like I'm being sarcastic, and I'm really not. I'm genuinely impressed. It needs to be studied. It's fascinating to me. That's why I'm taking this approach to talking about this, because what am I supposed to do? I'm going to go through the numbers and the math and say, well, I don't know. Cooper Rush and this offense. I'm not going to do that because it's not real. It's honestly not real. And someone said before, well, if you say this, and why do you post Cowboys videos? Because people want to talk about it. People want to watch it. What do you mean? I want to create content that people want to watch and engage with. Plus, I want to offer my commentary. I'm not dedicating a whole show. I'm dedicating a video and I post it. I don't have a limited amount of, of a window today. I'm not on the TV for just 1 hour or 2 hours. I don't got commercial breaks that I have to quickly get a segment in. So it doesn't do anything for me. It actually does something for them. So wild to me. True, it is. It's truly wild to me. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. Do you guys think the Dallas Cowboys can make the playoffs? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I'd absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.